Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna jump right into the video because I have a few things to talk about. It's March already and I meant to do a January favorites video, but I didn't get to it. So then February came in like crazy, and now I have things that I've been using since the beginning of the year that I really liked, and I'm gonna share those with you. These are things that I've enjoyed for myself and things that I've enjoyed for David and things that he has enjoyed for himself that I notice that he just is drawn to a lot more. So let's get to it. Starting off with mine, I've never been a big fan of dry shampoos. My hair gets really oily right after the first day if I don't wash it. So I gave in. I wake up early in the morning and either I have to go run errands or run all around and I don't get to wash my hair. This right here has been a lifesaver because not only does it just absorb everything, all the yuckiness in my hair, but it also gives it texture, so it kind of is easier to just hold in place. I had tried the hairspray, but I hadn't tried this, and I had tried other dry shampoos, but I just felt like it was leaving a white cast every single time, and I don't know if I wasn't like enough, but this one is really easy to use. It just spray it on there and just give it a little shake and we're good to go. So this Not Your Mother's Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo. And then what I have on my lips right now is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This has made a comeback for me. I have a few different shades, and this is a
Addis Ababa. Ababa.
Yeah. Now here on my lips it's a little washed out because I'm like, it's not spring yet. You just tone it down a little bit. So I usually just dab it, and then with my finger I kind of dab it a little more just to wash off some of the color, because what you see on this tube, that's what you get. Like, this is the color you get. Like, it is crazy. So yeah, but spring is coming.
And so now I'm gonna be all up in your face.
I'm not much of a lipstick person, but I love this color. Next, I have this Freeman Beauty Infusion Cleansing Clay Mask. I've gone through a few of these packets. I got them from Ulta, and you get quite a few uses from each packet. I would say maybe 5, if because you don't have to go super heavy on it. It dries really quickly, and I will go ahead and compare it to the Glam Glow, the white one, but that one is freaking expensive. So I ran out of that one, and I was like, you know what? I need to try some different products because yes, that one works, but let's see if I can get other products that will also do the same and be a little nicer on my wallet. So I found this, and I really loved it. So if you're a fan of that Glam Glow, give it a try.
That's what it looks like.
For this next one, I watch beauty gurus all the time, and a lot of them, most of them I'd say, came out with like what's new at the drugstore video like during January, and I did not see any of them give this product enough love, if any. I don't think I heard it mentioned as often as I would have liked, because when I found this, I was like,
this is awesome.
Because when I got my hands on it, I really haven't stopped using it. So, and it's the Jessie's Girl Highlight and Contour Kit. So you get 8 shades, and these two right here are not they're not shimmery, so I do use it to set my under eye concealer. And then these right here, those are more of highlighter shades. So yeah, and I mean, at first when I swatched these, okay, I don't know much about makeup, I know that, but I do my own makeup and I know what works for me, I know what I like. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Yeah, when I first watched these when I got home, I was like,
Oh man, like, what? 15 bucks for this?
well, it was 13. I think 12 and some change. I was like, what, 13 bucks for this? And it's all like chalky, and I felt like it was really powdery. But once I actually started using it and blending it in, it was so blendable, and like, I loved it. So I haven't stopped using Mama's category. This is my last one. This is not a beauty product. It is, I know it's in Spanish, La Cabaña. It is the shack. A while back, I saw this on my suegra's dinner table, and I like saw it, and I was like, what? La Cabaña? And I just flipped through it. I read the back, and she caught me reading it, and she said,
oh, Janet, like, you have to read this. Like, it's such a good book. I think you would really enjoy it, blah, blah.
and she goes on and on about this book, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'll give it a try, you know, once you're done reading it, pass it on. And I had forgotten about it, and then she handed it to me one day. We went over, and she's like, I'm all done. Here you go. You have to give it a try. It's gonna make you cry. I was like, I don't want to cry. But she really was adamant about, you have to read it, you have to read it. So I started reading it, and it just made me realize how bad my Spanish is. Like, speaking Spanish is one thing, and reading it is a whole other thing. It's a hard read for me because it's in Spanish. But you know, when you're reading in English, like, your brain is already, like, you're mid-word and your brain already knows what word that is. But if you've never heard it translated in Spanish or use this word, like, you really have to sound out every single syllable. So I started reading it. I was halfway done. I was on Audible, and I realized I had a free credit, and I got it. So I started listening to it in English, where I left off reading it. They made it a movie. I see the preview for it, and I'm like, what? It's a movie? Like, this book, I gotta finish it. I'm almost done with it, but I've been loving it, and you guys all need to read this. The Shack. And now moving on to David's stuff. I'm gonna speak about boogie wipes one more time because I love these things. Like, we were a little sick, maybe the end of January, and like, seriously, he won't let me wipe his nose with like a paper towel because it's so rough on his nose. And then after so much nose blowing his nose, it starts to get irritated just like ours, and their skin is even more sensitive. So boogie wipes to the rescue, because these are awesome, and they smell so good. Like, they have, I think, 2 different scents, but they smell so good. Then another item, I think this one is more for me. I'm almost out, but I mentioned this in my Dollar Tree haul, and I had put these away, and I hadn't been using them. And then I found them, and I was like, why am I not using them? So I put them closer to where the diapers are, where I keep my diapers. And now when I grab a diaper, I grab the wipies, and I grab a baggie. Now I'm almost out. Like, I seriously have like 5 left. But these are awesome. These hold, these are like trash bags for your diapers. It just kind of seals in all the odors, and
They're stinky.
so these have really helped to not stink up the restroom so much. And then I also keep some in my diaper bag. If there's a spill or anything, I have these little baggies to just keep away the wet stuff from my clean stuff. So yeah. And then for himself, I bought these. I was gonna give these a try, and he loves them. And these are the Just Squeeze and Eat Full Circle All Natural. These are the blended fruit puree, apple strawberry, but they do have lots of different flavors. But I tried these because he loves strawberries. And at the Stater Bros where I went, they only had these, and I believe an apple, I think. But so I had to give these a try, and he really, really loves them. Loves these, but he really likes these and the plum ones and the Gerber. So he just likes any little squeezy ones. Squeezy ones. A lot of brands have come out with them, and he really, really, really likes them. So, and then diapers. Okay, diapers. This is such a, like, it should be a video on its own because I've gone through so many diapers. Like, David is going to be 2 at the end of July, so he's a big boy now. And you know, as a newborn we use Pampers Swaddlers, and they were great. I mean, you change, as newborns, you change the diaper like 20 times a day. We used those and we didn't have an issue with them. I like them, I love them. And then they even have the little line that tells you when the diaper is wet. It turns blue once it's wet. So I really, really like that. Really liked the diaper itself. And then once he started getting a little older, we gave different brands a try. People gifted us diapers. Every time somebody came to visit us, they would bring diapers, a box of diapers. Like my suegra brought us diapers, and then we had some from the baby shower, and then my friends came over and they brought me diapers, they brought me wipes. So we had some Huggies to try, and I was like, oh, you know, they're not bad. I like Huggies too. Okay, we tried the Kirkland brand from Costco, and those were great. I have no complaints about those, but we don't always make Costco trips. So a lot of the times we have Huggies and Pampers to choose from. I've never tried Love's or the Honest company. I do want to try the Honest diapers, but we've stuck to Huggies and Pampers. Now, Pampers is just like, in Spanish, like whenever,
Like, oh, tráeme el pamper.
like, you don't even have like a word for diaper. You have Pampers. Like, bring me the Pampers. So just like Band-Aids, like,
Like, oh, bring me a Band-Aid. Like, nobody's gonna say the generic brand.
so Huggies has kind of like gotten lost in all of that, and everybody says how wonderful Pampers are. But once David started getting a little older, and like in the morning, there was a period of time where every time that we woke up, David was in his pee because it spilled, and his PJs were, you know, covered in pee, and his back was covered in pee, and he wasn't waking up. Like, he wasn't having a bunch of milk throughout the night. He wakes up once, if that, to have a bottle at night, and it happened like every night. So I started waking up in the middle of the night to change his diaper, and you know, obviously he doesn't like that. He doesn't like to be moved around while he's having a good sleep. So we tried Huggies, and Huggies were great. They're awesome. I didn't have complaints. And then we've been using Huggies for a while now, strictly Huggies. And I asked David to go get some diapers, and he came back with Pampers again. And it's like, you know, we don't like Pampers. You know, we've had bad batches or something. Like, you know, they haven't worked out for us. And he said,
Well, everybody says that they're the best, so we had to give another try.
okay, so we're gonna give it another try. But Huggies is what we've been using for a while, and I don't have any complaints with Huggies. I love these, and I seriously, like, I'm sorry I went on a rant about diapers, but you don't understand. Like, well, you probably do, but diapers, Huggies over Pampers, all the way. Moving along. I also mentioned this in my haul from the 99-cent store. David has been loving these. It's like a fit when I say it's over, like we're putting them away. Yeah, he loves these. So they're like the little shapes, and they got little pegs sticking out, and you have to figure out where the triangle goes. Like, the triangle obviously doesn't fit in where the square goes. So I've been trying to show him his shapes and his colors. Now, he really doesn't get it yet that each one has a place, but sometimes when I'm washing the dishes or something and I leave this for him, like on a table right next to me so he can play with them, I've caught him actually separate these by color, not by shape, but by color. So he'll put all the yellow ones like in one little thing, like he'll go like this because it fits, but you know, so he'll have them like this all the green ones in one, all the yellow ones, the red ones. Yeah, so he really likes these. I don't keep these in his toy box just because they'd all be lost within 5 minutes. So I do take this away from him when it's time to put it away, and I leave it somewhere else away where he can't reach it, where he can't see it, because if he sees it, he's gonna want it right away. So I do keep this away from him, but yeah, he's been loving it. I love it. Another thing he's been loving is the Lorax. I don't know if you've noticed, but half of my videos have the Lorax up on my TV because he just loves the Lorax. I'm trying to have him watch other things rather than Lorax, but sometimes when it's time to record a video and I kind of want him to be entertained, I do put the Lorax in.
I am guilty of using the Lorax as a babysitter.
Yeah, so the Lorax. He loves reading this book. It's The Watermelon Seed. Now it is, most of his books are like a different type page, like they're cardboard or they are like the laminated thing. I don't know what it's called, but these are paper. This is a paper book, so I don't keep it with all his other books just because I know he'll tear it up out of excitement. So I do keep this I do keep this in my drawer, and when it's bedtime and I tell him to bring me a book, a lot of the times he runs to my drawer and points at my drawer, like, because he knows it's in there. So we'll take it out and he gets so excited about this book. So excited, and it's not even, it's like so simple. He really likes this book, The Watermelon Seed. This little guy right here eats a watermelon seed. He thinks it's the end of the world. He thinks he's gonna start growing a watermelon inside of him. So it's really funny to watch David's reaction when I'm like reading it to him and making different voices, and he gets really excited and mimics me. And yeah, so the watermelon seed. I think that is it. That's all of our favorites. I'm gonna say January and February just because a lot of these things I have been using since the beginning of the year. I didn't get a chance to show you because I didn't do a January favorites, so I just shoved them in here for a February favorites. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and alright, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.